Alright, here we are. We're back. It's time. The best of the best. My favorites of the favorites. It is time to rate my favorites of the entire year. I know I didn't do videos or tier lists for the first two seasons of the year. So, winter and spring. So, some of these will be new, but we're going to start off. This is going to be tough. This is going to be very tough. Uh, let's start with the least likely to make the top because of the way it ended. Don. Look, Don, you're great, but this is the best. This is the top of the. This is the peak of the best list here. This is so. You were one of the best, but you were also the most. Um, the most disappointing in the fact that you didn't come to a proper ending. So there you are. Also on the low side is going to be 2.5D Rize. Like I said in the fall video, fall was weak, and some of these other shows. And when I said that, I know I rated Dandadan higher than Rize. They're probably going to be the exact same tier. I just gotta feel this out, just feel it out. Rize actually comes to a conclusion that Bates, but doesn't do so in a way that is infuriating. And here's where stuff gets difficult. Now, as much as I like Don Saku, Hokkaido girls are super cute. It's probably like a B tier at best. But then you have stuff like Nier, which is good, but is also like B tier at best. Duality. I enjoyed it, and I think by technicality of just stuff that I watched that season was not as fun. It's like C tier at best. Again, this is like I'm rating the top 20, and then it gets rough as I go higher because I'm looking at some of these and I'm like, like Spice and Wolf here. I enjoyed Spice and Wolf, but low B, high C. Let's pick. I'm trying to just dodge all the like best stuff. Gushing over Magical Girls. It's a C. It's solid C. It's solid C. Just right there in the middle. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna actually move you down behind the Don because it's just a solid C. Like it knows what it wants to do. It has some interesting plot points and story development, but for the most part, it's not a show that I think is particularly fantastic. I enjoy it in a kind of hilarious, sort of uncapped style, morally deprived way, but I can look at it objectively and be like, yeah, it's really not the best show that was this year, and I have a hard time, especially looking at some of these other ones that are here. It's Torture Time Princess. I don't think I can reasonably put it ahead of. I mean, I love Torture, the torture the torture lady. She's hilarious, but the show as a whole is just like a silly, fun joke, and shows that I didn't expect to get a second season, but got a second season. That is top of the list. Uh, okay. Uh, and I'm looking at these ones that are left, and I'm thinking, what is the show here that I liked the least? And ugh, it's this is hard. This is really hard. Um, I know I just kind of casually was just like Spice and Wolf can go into B. Spice and Wolf was a remake. I was never going to top my list. They do a fine job. It's a very fine job. I like what I saw, and I look forward to seeing part two. But at the same time, I can't. I just can't be like it's better than a B tier because it's is it better than a B tier? Honestly, I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. So I might be being weird, but I don't think so. I'm actually very happy to see a bunch of shows here that are anime originals. Um, Despite some of the really bad anime originals that came out this year, like Metallic Rouge and stories of girls that can't be magicians. You had promise. You had the power, and you just threw it away. Just cast it away. Gotta decide here how to hear this. This really is hard. And you know what? There we go. As much as I enjoyed the shenanigans of Miwa Meidosama, like the ending and the no confirmation of an actual second season happening outside of someone saying that it's going to happen, and then that tweet getting deleted later means I don't know. Uh, Next weakest one. I'll get skewered for saying it, but it's kind of true. Monogatari. Excuse me. Uh, Monogatari, the offshoot season, and not entirely because of the song Undead, which I'm not super keen on, but it's not something that I think is awful or anything. It's just it's hard for me to be like, yeah, this is one of the best shows of the season, but it's a spin-off of a already long-running show with great established characters. And if this was a list of stuff I'd recommend you watch this year, it would be like down here. Okay? If it was stuff, this was a list of stuff that I like. You should watch. This is some of my favorite stuff I watched this year. Stuff you should watch. This is where it would be. But since it's me saying how much I enjoyed it, it's here because I'm always gonna have more fun with Yotsugi coming back and with her peace, yay. That was a dark time in my life, and we don't talk about it. Oof. All right. Um. Let's get it out of the way here. I guess VTuber Legends is the next lowest one. Yeah. Especially with VTuber Legends, I left my stream on and went viral. It's it's one of those shows that it's a comedy, so me being top tier, probably not. And the more I keep going down, the worse it gets. I'm looking at these and I'm like, ugh, ugh. Gotta be honest with myself. I gotta be honest with myself. And I don't, no, it wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't. We're getting to like the best of the best. I'm like Kaido girls sitting here in the middle, all pretty. You know, Kaido girls, you do better than I expected you the whole season. Could it be real here? Is it gonna be as good as the let's wait, wait. There's one like this coming out next season, and it's yeah, Okinawa. We're getting Okinawa girls. Last year we got Hokkaido girls, now we're going south. We got the Okinawa girls. Um, oh, you don't need to see that. You don't need to see that. Oops, it's on to your list. This is the right one. There we go. Um, yeah, we go from Hokkaido to Okinawa this year. Is Okinawa Girls going to finish as good next year? I don't know, but I have a hard time not. Okay, a couple things about Hokkaido Girls and why I enjoy it, but I feel like I think I need to move Yuki. Yeah, these are basically interchangeable. No. I don't know how this is talking about, but I need to move Yuki, and then I need to. What is the net? Okay, what is the
Had a sound effect I wanted to make a movie around.
I don't think it was that bad. I'm looking at Seiyu Radio. Um, the many sides of voice acting, I believe. I That show is it's super dramatic, and it's super interesting. But I think it's got to go A tier here. Come on. And then there were seven. No, eight. Then there were eight. Oh my god, this is so rough. This is super rough. Uh which means I'm actually moving you down here. I gotta make this even as even can get. Yeah. No, no. Actually, yes. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Yeah, that's perfectly even now. The whole way up. There's 5 categories of 4 in each. If I did rate everything though, and I put like all the shows in here, it'd be a lot different. I feel like I've had to be much harsher on stuff, but okay. So let's do the next 4. Apogee? You had a weak ending. Jellyfish can't swim at night. I like Jellyfish can't swim at night, but it definitely had a weak-ish ending. It felt like not sequel bait per se, but they need it needs an OVA. It's just the truth. Boom. I loved it. I adore it. I'll reorder them when I get them all in here. I love it. I adore it. But the Kekonsuru Honta desu ka? Kekonsuru te Honta desu ka? Um, it's really good. But in the game of the whole year, I don't know. Hard to say. Uh, Apogee, go train to the end of the world. I'm gonna reorder these in a second, and then I think Sumasho will bring up the end. Yes, yes, I feel it feels good. Now just let me order these. Gekon. I'll look at this for a second. Yeah, they put Gekon Sumasho. Okay, that's right then. I think that's right then. Girls Band Cry is going to be the last one here. I love Girls Band Cry. It is a fascinating show. I love Subaru. It feels like it could have used just a little more screen time. I hope there's an OVA or a movie like add-on or something. But um, it's just hard to place. It's hard to place these. Like, and now we're down to the last 3, and all of these are good in my opinion. But I feel like there's only one order that really makes sense, and it's this one. Come on. No. It's this one. Let me just ponder this for a second before I commit. Yep. Yeah, I think this is the correct. This is the correct tier list for me, and man, up to halfway through C tier, I think I recommend 100%. Everything below that is kind of like you can watch it, but Don, I'll say when the second season comes, then I recommend starting to watch. Like you can watch through all of it when the second season's like coming because it's nuts. Uh, Duality's in a weird spot, but like it's Thunderdon's like a tentative one. Honestly, the C and D tier here, they aren't bad shows, but they just aren't as great as some of these higher tier ones. So that's just how I feel about this. So yes, uh, The Dangers of My Heart season 2. Top my list. I had a feeling it would. Like I keep thinking back on it and how like beautiful and messy the story is, and how he's trying to come to terms with things. Um, I love it. Uh, Too Many Losing Heroines. It's just it's great, and I want to say that I back in I think I rated Gizzy Harem higher than Makane, but Gizzy Harem is really good. But Too Many Losing Heroines is just really, really, really fun. And I love both of them because they both have this we're just take an established trope or an established thing of the girls like this guy and then flip it on their head. So that just is what it is. Um Some of these I think about and will watch like over again. There's episodes of the many sides of voice acting that I don't care for, but the majority of the show I think is really good. VTuber Legends, of course, is just fantastic. It like when you're getting down to some of your favorites, it's like how do I rate these? And it's like, well, you just kind of don't. B tier is probably it's there. It exists. I and some of them are they're basically all interchangeable with each other, depending on the day. Like I said, I don't really want to watch the first 12-ish episodes of Rise again, but Rise positioned so high because, like, in its season, because it was so enjoyable in the last tier. But there was so much not as great stuff. I'm hoping next season's better because, like, I've got 14 shows on. There's other shows I'm like, this looks like it could be good. Oh, this looks like it could be good. And there was other shows that I was interested in watching this season, but then when I saw what they're actually about, I'm like, no, thank you. So if you stuck with me this entire time, watching me rant and ramble about anime tier listing and suffering because like I genuinely do not know how to place this stuff. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll be back again next year for more of the stuff. Nothing.